Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of the Mario Kart 8 Versus. Today we're going to be doing another cup full of new courses.
Yeah, I've cleaned my eyes out, I'm ready to go.
We're going to see if we can find some more random fucking topics to... What are you doing?
I've got to find something about you now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Sorry,
I
I thought you were on the wrong one. I was just checking.
God, I may have got these control issues where you have to be in charge, but...
Right. I just thought you got some more
I'm doing it for once. I've got the gamepad, I'm in control.
I thought you got more shampoo in your eyes. It's a flower one. There we go.
I was going... Bloody hell.
So, I don't really have anything weird about me, mostly because I know how to look after myself.
There must be something.
Well, when I eat, I like to kind of just mash the teeth round. That makes sense. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I've gone inside.
It's gone weird on us. There must be something you do which is different. And all I can bring up is your weird pizza choices, but...
No, please don't. I'll get hounded for that. I mean, you rubbing shampoo in your eyes is bad. Fine, tell the audience what my weird pizza choices are, because I don't think it's that weird, okay?
It's pretty weird.
No, I was eating that pizza about a year before I told you that.
Fish on a pizza anyway.
What? What's wrong with that? Anchovies, yes. Okay, my pizza of choice is tuna and mushroom. What is so weird about that?
I don't like tuna on... I'd like tuna, but not on pizza. And I don't really like mushrooms.
What? Mushrooms are delicious. Or fried mushrooms.
Fungus, great.
Fried mushrooms as part of an all-day breakfast.
Nope.
Banging.
The worst part. You get like all that black oil coming out of it.
It's delicious. Right, black pudding is disgusting.
Well, yeah. Everyone thinks that.
Oh, I was hoping you disagreed with me. Right, what, no, but see, baked beans, I hate baked beans, do you?
Nah, they're solid.
No, I fucking hate baked beans.
Baked beans on toast is an always brilliant dinner
No,
substitute.
No, Ethan loves baked beans on toast and cheese. See, I used to like cheese on toast as well, actually.
Cheese and beans on toast together, no, that's the ultimate.
No, I don't like beans, are disgusting. They're so dry and boring.
It's covered in sauce.
I don't care, it's still dry. I don't like, so the thing is, I don't like tomato ketchup, though.
But it's not tomato ketchup, it's a tomato sauce. It's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't like tomato ketchup, but I love beans.
You don't like tomato ketchup? We
Nope.
did.
I only have a tiny quantity in like a burger.
Oh no, in burgers it's really nice.
You need it.
Yeah.
So you would, I don't know, I wouldn't really want like barbecue sauce burgers all the time, it would be a bit weird.
I remember, was I telling you about the vegan burgers that I was eating recently?
I need to bring the fucking call up again.
On my vegetarian, he's bring up for 2 seconds. My mum, for the peeps, my mother bought me some vegan burgers, which basically like it was a normal burger shape, but it just had vegetables and like peppers in it. And I didn't really fancy it because it didn't really have anything like tofu or corn in it. And I put it in a burger bun with a bit of fake cheese on the top. It's absolutely delicious. They're really spicy as well, and they were about £1 for 4 of them.
They are good sometimes. It can have stuff like this usually has a lot more flavour than meat because there's a lot more going on.
Yeah, like with when you get a beef burger, because it's only beef that's in it, it's like you can only taste that.
Yeah, unless you get really good ones, but then it's not worth it.
But then they start getting expensive.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna beat you and you put you in 11th. It's awful. This is why meat slows you down, mate.
Did I have any meat? I don't think I had any meat yesterday. I think I had a meat-free day yesterday. Yeah.
What did you eat?
I had some rice, and I had like they were like crisp. It's basically kind of what you had, but not a burger. It was like in breadcrumbs.
But what was it? Was it a burger made of breadcrumbs?
No, look, the same sort of thing with like vegetables and beans
and
like rice,
like a veggie burger then.
Kind of, but it was like in breadcrumbs. So I don't know quite what I think they called it a crisp bake or something.
Yeah.
It was quite nice.
I remember when we were at school, I remember when they used to do burgers as part of a school meal. The vegetarian burgers they had were fucking rank.
Oh god, yeah. I remember that, like my year 6 leavers barbecue thing we had.
Yeah, we didn't even get that.
Yeah, my school was cool.
We got told to leave.
Because everyone had eaten all the meat, and these were all that left, and because the fat fucks we wanted to eat everything. was like, oh yeah, I'll have one of those. That was a bad choice.
Was it they used to put
Disgusting.
broccoli in them, and it was like, ugh.
It just tasted really bad. They were the cheapest like veggie burgers you could buy. Thing is, you can't really go wrong with bad burgers. It's still a burger at the end of the day. You don't mind.
It's still got a taste to it. I mean, it's not nice, but
It's usually that weird aftertaste that'll be there the next morning still. Did you ever get it? Do you remember buy those like frozen burgers?
Yeah,
and
I know
you
what you
still
mean.
had it the same the next day.
I got it really
Three
bad.
times I brushed my teeth and it was still there.
I got it. Did you brush it in your eyes as well?
No, my ass, both ends.
Just got to you brushing your eyes. Oh, imagine brushing your eyes with the toothbrush. That's you blinded for fucking years.
It's like a weird SpongeBob joke, though.
How have we resorted to SpongeBob jokes? It's like getting to fucking 4chan meme status.
SpongeBob was a weird show.
I
The
know.
early stuff.
It's like the weirdest. It's the weirdest animated comedy you'll ever see. What did I do as part of my CS6 leavers thing? I didn't get a barber. Oh, I remember. The last day we ever had as year 6 was a But this is going to be weird, so you have to let me finish the story because the first part of it's going to get weird. It was a World War II reenactment of the children getting sent to the countryside.
So that was your leaving present.
Basically, we all dressed it. We all had to dress in like World War II gear for children. Basically, it was basically like shorts and like a horrible shoe, comfy shoes, and like a white top or something. And all the teachers. So my teacher, Mr. Davis, was wearing full military uniform.
Okay.
And it got a bit weird because all of our food was like ginger beer and clad, like proper World War II stuff. It was like scones and now I'm not that bad now with food, but I used to be a really fussy eater back when I was in year 5 and 6. I refused to eat anything like that because I just hated it, and I refused to eat things like scones and drink ginger beer because ginger beer is quite horrible. Especially the problem is ginger beer is not bad, but the ginger beer they were serving was
Some of it can be sometimes.
was like retro ginger beer and cloudy lemonade, which cloudy lemonade then was basically squeeze 3 lemons into a cup of water and that's cloudy and shake it up a bit. It was rank.
Chuck in a couple of seeds.
Yeah,
Might die, you might not.
Why would you put seeds in that? I'm gonna. I used to.
Someone almost died in my primary school because they choked on a seed from a lemon.
Is that the one of the teachers?
Yeah. Oh, that was better. Oh, that's not better.
And no, what other things? It was no meat. It was all stuff like scones and like. When I say scones, I don't mean like jam ones. It was basically a bit of like fucking bread, basically with butter on it, like really cheap salty butter as well.
Nice.
And we did that. Then we went into the hall and we all had to do like the jitterbug and all the old school dances. And I got forced to dance with a boy. So I had to do it. It's basically doing that with a guy. And there's nothing more embarrassing than when you're at 12 years old and everyone's going like, "Oh, Harry's so gay! Look at him dance with a guy." Nothing more annoying than that.
Definitely doesn't help.
That was the teachers as well.
At least you're leaving. You don't have to put up with this anymore.
No.
Apart from all of them went to secondary school. No, luckily I didn't have that. Most of mine went to other schools.
A lot of mine went to secondary school.
Well, everyone goes to secondary school.
No, went to my secondary school, you plum.
But I went to mine. I suppose so, yeah.
A lot of the really annoying ones. I can't believe you've got a fucking
Did you do a end of year show? End of year 6 show? Basically, the year 6s always had to put on a show for everyone else when they left.
No, we didn't do that.
And they always got you to do stupid things. So I had to put on like this clown act thing.
Oh no! What did you do?
I was just like balancing on other people and like hoop things and.
Did you saw Jordan Smith and half?
I was with Jordan Smith.
Is that why he was so
Basically,
short?
what they decided that I should like lie on top of Jordan Smith's legs. Basically, I should explain this kid's like really small, and I was already quite tall at that point.
7'2".
And I basically slipped and fell right on his nads.
You never told me this.
No. I've got a video of it somewhere.
Oh my god, you showed me it one day.
I know my dad has. I'm not sure if I've got it, but there is a video of it. We did that, and then for some reason we also had to do like the can.
Oh yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
Like they've got fucking skirts for us, and oh god.
Then you had to do it.
We learnt the whole proper dance routine for it. But I also twisted my ankle in the process. And I took 2 weeks out.
What, during the show?
No, like in rehearsal. It was brilliant.
Oh my
Well, it
god.
wasn't brilliant at the time. It fucking hurt. Because I don't know if you probably didn't know me back then, but have you ever seen those like tall beds with a ladder? We've got like a desk underneath.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those.
No, I didn't know then.
No, I suppose it was quite a while ago. I couldn't get into the bed because of my ankle.
Also, because you were 7'2".
It was horrible. I didn't sleep properly. I had to sleep on the floor for a couple of
Rehearsals that tiring.
Yeah.
Imagine for some reason imagine you like when you're rehearsing like, and they're like, George, come on, it's 1 2 3 1 2 3, not 1 1 3. Yeah, come on with me. 1 2 3 1 2. How does the can go again?
I'm not getting up and fucking.
No, the hum it.
Oh
wait.
Yeah, that one.
1 2 3 1 3. Don't know why you do it that fast, but
Jesus, yeah, can. It's pretty fast, to be fair.
oh yeah, imagine when you're doing it, it's like uncomfortably fast.
God, it's horrible.
How did you fall on his nads?
Because it's like, you know that thing like you lie on your back and you hold your legs up and you're supposed to lie on top. His legs just split open.
During this actual thing.
Yeah. It's all on film somewhere.
Oh god.
I think there's another bit where I fall off, like he falls off the stage, we're supposed to fall off the stage, and I fall off on after and literally land on top of him.
Poor kid.
That's probably why he's so small, it just stunted his
I'm
growth.
so bitter.
Yeah.
Just got this fucking great image of when you're doing it, people are laughing, but they don't realise that you're fucking it up.
Oh, and at the end of it, we had to sing Mr. Blue Sky, and it was awesome.
Oh, what, as a group?
Yeah, like the whole year 6.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I bet if it was just you and him, that'd be really awkward.
Just can't listen to that song anymore.
Does it make you think of that?
Does a bit, to be fair.
I remember.
So I was really sad when I left primary school because I had fun there.
Oh yeah, jumping on people's bollocks, rubbing shampoo in your eyes.
No, that was back when I didn't have hair. It was fine back then.
Were you bald?
More or less. You must have seen old photos of me.
Did you have alopecia?
My dad basically used to give me a number 4 every time. Which is nothing. Like 4 millimeters of hair.
I don't get the numbering system for haircuts.
I think basically it relates to millimeters. Or maybe it's
that it?
centimeters. No, it can't be centimeters.
Centimeters.
It's millimeters.
So what's a 1?
1 millimeter.
Yeah, you just said 4 is basically nothing.
Well, yeah, 4 basically is nothing still.
Fuck off.
If you saw something, if I show you at some point in a minute, I'll do it. But you can even put a photo in if you want. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, go on, I'll put it in.
There's quite a few bad ones.
I want a video of you falling on his bollocks. I'm going to put that silently over this. Put a little arrow of like, this is George.
I don't know where the video is, but I know it's around.
When you say you're in a clown outfit, like, do you mean like
Big trousers, big clumpy shoes. And
makeup?
I don't know we did makeup, but I had a wig and some other stuff.
Well, you had no hair, so.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was me, Jordan. I think David did it as well.
Oh, I do remember we did a end of year 6 thing, but it wasn't at the end of the year. It was like the last show we ever did. We used to do a lot of stuff like that.
It's a tradition. They still do it now. It's a tradition that we do for years. But
Well, at our one, I don't remember what the play we did was. It wasn't a play, sorry. It was like a. I'll just say a play because it's easier.
yeah.
But it was a proper like winter thing. So you can tell school finishes in the summer. So this was at Christmas time, and it was the last thing we had to do before we left for Christmas. So like when you were about 12 years old, Christmas is still like a huge deal. So now I just realised it's another day closer to death.
It's just because you keep working on it.
That's true. But basically, I got a main part in a play, and I don't know how, because if anyone's seen my uni stuff,
suck off for that.
they know I can't act. I got a main part, and every time it got to my line, I started laughing really hard. That's kind of where that set in, that my inability to act. It's because of that.
Hold on a second, we'll be right. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think once it starts, that's it.
And I got relegated to
Flower pot number 1.
exactly, yeah, pretty much. Flower pot number 1.
I've been a tree before.
Was that because you were so tall?
Yeah.
Did you still fall on someone's dick after that? This tree's got feet and it can kick.
Brilliant.
I don't really remember like any other shows. I know Ethan once. I don't remember what the show was. Got a main part in a play, and he had to wear like a knight armor, you know, the chainmail.
Oh yeah.
And he was bald. So my mum cut his hair short like a method actor. He was like going out karate chopping
Nice,
trees.
you've got a new character.
Karate chopping trees.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Chris Cheese, right?
Brie! You've had your last breath, Cheddar. And he had to.
Who did we get? Hang on.
Woo!
Oh, cool. Carry on.
It was really like it was plastic chainmail basically. You had to wear that.
Yep.
And he had to wear like you had to have a shield, sword. He had it all. And I remember because he was a bit of a knob. Oh, it's a Mario Kart 64 kart.
Nice.
I remember Ethan used to walk about with his sword unsheathed all the time, like going ha.
That sounds dodgy as fuck.
Yeah. Not like that. And he used to pretend he was Link from the because we loved Ocarina of Time when we were that old. And oh my god, it was so funny because when we had to act, I was at the back like plant and pot number 3. Basically, they knew from my one acting experience I couldn't do it, so they just gave me really small parts.
Yeah.
So I ended up sitting around doing absolutely fuck all for like 4 hours every day. I got really bored, and Ethan was being a main part, and he was basically the favourite son at that point because my mum and my nan and my grandparents were really proud of him, and I was just like, oh, whatever.
I thought I picked up an item. Did you have to do a Christmas concert?
Yeah, that was the.
We used to go. Do you know the big church on Lewis Road near like Elm Grove?
Yeah. Oh, the one by
St Martin's or something.
the one by Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
We used to go there and do like a concert every year. We used to sing the same old songs.
Well, like Yuletide Spirit and all that.
It went on for about 2 hours, I think. We used to do like Bible readings and like if you got picked for that, you know you were important.
Really?
Because there's about 3 people doing it. It's got like this tower thing and read it up there. It's really weird.
Oh.
I never did that.
Right, I've got a really awkward story about paedophiles. If you want to hear it about school.
Go on.
Right, did you ever used to go swimming at school?
Oh,
like,
yes.
Did you go to St Luke's?
Yeah.
Right, that's where we went as well. And my granddad gave me a lift there with my brother because we all used to get a bus there usually. Like the school would pay for a bus for you. And what we used to do, my granddad gave me a lift this one time. He had a camcorder with him, and he went, "It's my grandchildren's first time going swimming with the school, basically."
Yeah.
And he said to the teachers, "Can I video it?" And they had to call the people who ran that swimming pool, like, "Is it okay?" Because they didn't know. Because remember, this is before paedophilia got a bad name. This is before paedophilia got really bad. And people started reporting it.
They actually started realising, oh, maybe we shouldn't do these things.
Yeah, so they weren't too sure. So my granddad ultimately wasn't allowed to because my granddad's like a perfectly gentle guy.
Yeah,
he wouldn't do that.
course.
He didn't even consider the idea that they would ask him that. And he is still annoyed about it to this day because he's like, "Oh, I never got to say it, and we'll never get to video it." And I was like, and we were like, "Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but it was worth not being put in prison, perhaps." For being a nonce.
You have to do that for everything these days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he did
Like
the
sports day, you have to ask every single parent, is it okay to film this?
Do you?
Yeah.
I know, right.
Obviously I've got brothers in primary school still. Like any single event, you have to ask every parent, can I film this? Or, you know, you have to ask a head teacher and then he'll make an announcement. Does anyone mind? Or...
Right. Another thing that weirds me out is we did a kind of similar Christmas concert. It was at Brighton Centre though, and I don't know why I was there. We weren't singing anything, but my school was there. And my granddad wanted to film that as well. He got asked again to not film it because of the same reason. And we're like, who gets off when kids singing? For one.
Some weird people around.
And also, it was again, he was annoyed because it's just a harmless thing. I want to watch my grandchildren sing shitty Christmas carols.
Yeah.
And he
Sing them really badly.
just couldn't.
Out of key.
Fuck you.
That's at least I didn't completely lose. I'll take that.
Yeah, well,
I didn't exactly win. But...
Well, I'm still winning overall, though.
Yep.
Well,
Alright.
we'll see you next time in part 4 of the Mario Kart 8 playthrough. See you then, bye.